Hey, great day, guys. It's Alon Belcher. This is me taking action on Instagram, and just wanted to give you a couple tips of how to rehab your next rental. Now, of course, in this business, we're looking for the deal. So a lot of the times, the deal comes in physical distress, asbestos outside, moldy outside, bad roof, bad carpet, bad everything. And it's up to us as the real estate investor to come in and upgrade the property suitable to have a tenant move in and maximize that rent without spending top dollar on the rehab, okay? And today we're standing in a rehab that we did pretty much everything, okay? Paint, floors, inside paint, the appliances inside, the bathrooms. Even we did some things in the basement, as well as full central heating and air, and then even a porch remodel, and we only spent $13,500. Now, yes, that is a great budget to actually have, and it's even more impressive to do all that we did inside of that budget. But today I want to give you a couple tips of how some things in this house is going to make us money, while other things we kind of left original, it's not going to make us money, okay? Now, first of all, a pretty house brings a pretty tenant. A pretty tenant loves the way it smells, loves the way it looks, and they're typically willing to pay more and pay more on time, okay? So small things like daytime light bulbs, they're like hyper white bulbs. They're the same exact price as the ones that you traditionally get. They last longer, but it makes a little 20/20. For some reason, people pay more for that. As you can notice, a fresh coat of paint will go far. Traditionally, when people walk in and they see nice fresh paint, we use a Gribble gray with white trim. They just like it. It makes people feel good. It makes them feel clean. And they traditionally like that and will pay for it. Now, these floors, I wouldn't necessarily recommend for everyone. Okay, number one, here's the bad. Okay, these are not water resistant. So if somebody spills something and doesn't wipe it up, it's going to kind of damage the floor. Okay, the floors under this is wood. Traditionally, we would have just stained it. We would have sanded it down, stained it, and brought the floors back to life. But in this one, we know that we're going to eventually buy the whole street and raise the rent and raise the property values of the whole street. So we did a little extra here. Okay. Now, somebody, my contractor says, hey, do you want us to get new vents? I said, hey, no, $20 a vent. Nah, just spray paint it, put them back in there, they look just as nice. Now, in the kitchen, okay, I know on HCTV, we get a kick out of seeing Joanna and Chip, rip out the cabinets. But honestly, when they're in good shape like these were, it's no need. Put a fresh coat of paint on them, cost you $100 versus $3,000. Now, in the kitchen and the bathroom, the floors here versus the ones out there, these are waterproof. We typically use a waterproof click plank paneling, okay? So they're waterproof. They're not going anywhere for 25 years. And we always do stainless steel products. With the vanity, we just kept the vanity and repainted it. The tub, instead of replacing the tub, like the tub looked horrible before this. I mean, it was crazy. But we just resurfaced it. So they pretty much just sanded it down, resurfaced it, repainted it, reglossed it, and it looks new now. Yeah, the same thing they're doing with the toilet as well. Nothing crazy, it just makes it look nice. Whenever you have asbestos siding, go to Home Depot, get the little squares, right? Buy them and fill into the empty spots. But just paint this, right? I was able to paint this house for $1,000 versus wrapping it with vinyl for like $4,000 or $5,000. So can you see the savings? And lastly, whenever you have these older houses, right, and you're a young millionaire like myself, I mean, let's be serious. We plan on having these income-producing properties for years and years and years. So we always replace the air and heat, right? So if it doesn't have air, we put central air in. If it doesn't have heat, we put central heat and air in. So that way we have a new unit, and it's in there and it's going to be good for the next 15 years. So even if we do have a hiccup and we decide to sell, it's already done, and best believe, nice, cold, cool central air is going to get you a nice, pretty tenant. So happy hunting. Go out, buy some real estate. Remember, you don't need all three to do a deal. You just need two to do you. Have a great day.